Welcome back. It's been a long time since I posted on here. What are the plans for next season? Are we going to go as part of a team? Are we going to go alone? Will we even be doing Drift Masters? And to be honest, the honest answer is, I think it's about time we get back to posting this channel, and what better way to do it than answer some questions you guys asked me. So I prepared a list on my phone of loads of the most common questions asked, so I'm going to answer them all. Okay, so the first question is, how and when did you get into drifting and start it? So pretty much I've been around drifting for the bones of my whole life really. My dad competed all over Ireland and England, so I've just been around it my whole life, and it's always been my dream to compete. And in 2020 I actually got a drift car for Christmas, so I got an E36 328, and we started off by doing 1 or 2 days in Goldstone, and then we went to Watergrass Hill, and then we went to the Mondello Bash, the Drift Games Bash, where my dad let me take one spin, one lap of his S15, and he never got it back from then. That's the car I actually compete today in Drift Masters with. So it started off then with an RB25, about 600 horsepower. So I competed in the pro class in IDC for 2 years, and on my last year, me and my dad decided to team up and go to Germany for the Iron Drift King. And while we were there, I managed to get a top 8 finish, and that's where we had the chat with Dave Egan. Basically, Dave Egan said he was going to give 16-year-old me the chance to go to Drift Masters for maybe 3 or 4 years and just see how we get on. There was no big pressure, nothing like that. So thankfully, we agreed, and Dave brought us as part of the Drift Games team with Ryusei for our first year in Drift Masters, and it went a lot better than we expected. So we got Rookie of the Year in the first year, and then last year we finished in the top 10, and this year obviously we got the podiums and stuff. So it's been a really good couple of years in drifting. It took off a lot quicker than I thought it would, but everyone has worked really hard for that, to be honest. And without Drift Games, we definitely wouldn't have got to Drift Masters, and that one crazy chat in Germany definitely has a lot to say about this. Next question is, any plans for a new chassis? Yeah, I've definitely thought about different chassis, like a GR86 or an A90 Supra, like a more modern car, but I also thought of an older Supra or a GT86, so there's loads of chassis that are really successful in drifting, but I would definitely find it really hard to break away from the Dean M Sport S15. Like, Mike and the lads build an S15 that has never left us down. They give the ultimate package with the 2JZ, all their support. Like, it's really hard to break away from that. Like, the S15 has won so many championships with Peter Vincic and James Dean. Like, yeah, it'd be really hard to break away, but then again, there's some crazy cars out there, like GR86s and stuff are really cool. Oh, another question is, the Scania is nice, but why hasn't Tom bought a Volvo yet? This one's short and sweet. We like to be the first ones up the hill. We're always the first to the track, and you wouldn't want to miss practice or anything like that. So there's a good question here. Who'd win in a 100-meter sprint, Finney Burke or James Higgins? There's 2 main factors we have to take into consideration here. For every 1 step Finney takes, James has to take 4. And James is from Crosshaven, he sails away from his problems, and Finney's from Toker, so he has to run away from his problems. So all in all, Finney has to take a win on that one. What's your plans for life out of school? So I finished my last year of school this year, and we were thinking about going to college, but to be quite honest, I have never felt as driven and motivated towards something as pursuing a future in drifting and making that my career. I think about it every day. I spend every spare hour I have on the simulator because I want it more than I've ever wanted anything in my life. Just don't think I'd be as happy as I would be pursuing my dream in drifting, and I am unbelievably determined to make a future of drifting. It's my favourite thing to do, and it makes me happy, so I'm definitely going to pursue it. Did you ever expect drifting to take you on as far of a journey as it has over the last few years? So we've had a crazy journey over the last 3 years. Like, we have definitely been competitive in Drift Masters, but besides from that, I got to travel all of Europe with my closest friends and family. Had a lot of fun. Like, we went to water parks, we played mini golf in Finland. We travelled Europe as a family and a big group of friends, and we had nothing but fun over the past 3 years, all while being competitive in Drift Masters. It's been an absolutely crazy journey, and I've enjoyed absolutely every second of it. Like, it's been an unbelievable opportunity, and after the glimpse of success we've got in the past year, it's after really making myself and the team really hungry to pursue this to a level that we never imagined we could take it to. I think everyone has the hard work and the dedication to take it to this level, so we're going to try our best. What battle have you enjoyed the most? Massive standout battle for me was definitely battling James Dean in front of a sold-out crowd in Mondello Park, in front of a home crowd. We managed to take him to a 1 more time and then just about grasped the win, so that was definitely my biggest achievement yet. It was a huge milestone to meet. I think James Dean is every drifter's hero. He's, in my opinion, the best drifter in the world. He's achieved the most in every country you could think of, and he's a huge hero in my eyes, and he's also helped us out a lot. So to even get that battle alone was, I really enjoyed it, to be honest, and to just get the win in it as well was also a massive milestone, and I'm definitely get proud of that one. But how did the relationship with drift games start for you? So I've known drift games my whole life. My dad has been great friends with Dave Egan for a very long time, and Dave actually sponsored my dad when he drove in the Drift Games Extreme. We've always been really friendly with drift games, and of course Dave brought us on this crazy adventure. And although drift games aren't competing with us next year, they're definitely still going to be a massive part of the team. They got us in the door with Drift Masters, and we're always going to be forever grateful for their help. What's your favorite track on the Drift Masters calendar? This year has been an unbelievable year. Like, every track we've went to this year with the new round in Italy and everything has been unbelievable. Like, I've enjoyed every round. Each year, Riga is definitely my favorite. Like, the past 2 years I got a top 8 finish, and this year I got the podium, and it's just the coolest track. Oh, so I see a question here from our tuner, Lloyd. Who is the Red Mist and why is he part of the team? So I think Lloyd introduced the Red Mist to the team. It's when something doesn't go your way or go right and you get a bit angry and you might say stuff that you don't mean. I think in our team, a lot of people get the Red Mist, but in Lloyd's case, it's kind of a bit of a pink sparkly mist because he's not quite big enough to be as scary as the Red Mist, but it's definitely a big part of the team. How important is the sim for you? Yeah, the sim definitely has a lot to play for. I spend most of my time on my simulator practicing Drift Masters track, practicing tracks I might never even go to, but I go on with a lot of drivers doing IDS and stuff like that too, and it's a massive help. Like, you really get used to chasing, being really close, getting the lead run perfect, doing the same thing every time. So I would say it's really important. Like, I'm chasing guys that have been doing the championship for 10 plus years, so it's really important for me to kind of fill the gap on the simulator that I've missed when they've been competing. Biggest logistics struggle traveling between countries and continents. So luckily enough, my dad organizes all our logistics, so I'm really grateful to have that. I don't have to worry about that ever. I know the truck is going to be there in between each round, so that's a massive stress off my back. And we're also really lucky to have such a bunch of good drivers and nice people on the Drift Masters grid. No matter what country we go to, there's at least one driver who's accommodating enough let us park our truck and all our prized possessions at their yard. I'm also really grateful for Danny and Kieran. They drive the truck for us in Europe, and although Kieran has a bit of a heavy right leg and we get a fair amount of speeding fines, it's always there on time. When will Big Tom line up for qualifying again? I want to ask the same question because we made a deal at the start of the year. If I get one podium in Drift Masters this year, he will do the last round of the Irish Drift Series in my car because it'll be home from Poland. So I got the podium in Mondello, and still he said, no, you have to get 2 podiums. We got another one in Riga and he still said no. We're either going to have to get a 3rd podium or I don't know what we're going to do with them. Who do you think are the top 3 Irish drivers, excluding Jack and Conor Shanahan and James Dean? So definitely 3 drivers come to mind. So going back the years, you have Nigel Colfer. He was, like, when I first started watching Drift Masters, he would have been competing with the lads and he was always an incredible driver. Next driver is Moss Kiley. He's competing in Russia at the moment and he's leading that championship, and he's an incredible driver. Like, he was up there with James Dean. And lastly, I think he should definitely be included with Jack, Conor and James, is Dwayne McKeever. He's been an idol to me down through my whole life. Incredible driver, and his style is unmatched. Like, he's the craziest driver and the fastest. So yeah, Dwayne McKeever is definitely my last one. So the most common question is, what are the plans for next season? Are we going to go as part of a team? Are we going to go alone? Will we even be doing Drift Masters? And to be honest, like, the honest answer is, I don't know myself. Like, we don't know. We're making sponsorship proposals and we're trying to put a plan in place, but it's definitely frightening. Like, I would love nothing more than to go back to Drift Masters next year, but the harsh reality of it is, like, we're going to have to pull our socks up and we're going to have to get to know new partners. We're going to have to put ourselves out there and face the unknown. And although it's definitely frightening, I am unbelievably excited and I'm super hopeful. There's one thing I know for sure. I will do whatever it takes to be back on the Drift Masters grid next year and keep this crazy dream alive. I really enjoyed making this video and I hope everyone enjoyed watching it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope it was a good video. It's a nice way to start back the channel, answering a couple of questions. Make sure to stay tuned on all my social media over the next couple of weeks because there is some big news. We got some very good opportunities to finish off the year. So yeah, make sure to keep an eye out on my social media.